Before we head into the 7th race here at Auglaize County Fair, we have a special guest. The one and only Willie Winnett has made a special appearance here tonight. But before we interview him, we are going to take it to the post parade.
Horses coming to the track, 7th race, 3rd division, 3-year-old Colt pace. Roger Childs, Memorial for $12,852. This is for $3,213. Up field is 6. Number 1, Calvin L. The driver is Hank Levan. Number 2, Poor Boys, Big Bear, Alex Auglaize. Austin Henderson 3, Yankee Sparkle. Number 4, McMahon with Tighter Rush. 5 behind I Duke, Jeff Nicesonger. And number 6 is Rose Run Warner. Kevin Snyder in the sulky. When place show, when Alex Zach to trifecta. Most time for the 7th in 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
All right, before we introduce you to that field of 6 horses, again, we're here with Willie Winnett. I have a couple questions. All right, are you having fun this evening? Of course, of course. So what's your favorite county fair then? Because you've been, I know, it's obvious. It's where you're at tonight, right? The Auglaize County Fair in Wapakoneta. Willie, when are we going to see you on the track? Are you going to be on the track tonight? What race are you in? No? Is the competition just way too hard? We're just going way too fast? I get it. I get it. That's not only at this county fair, but almost everywhere in Ohio right now. One last question before we introduce this 7th race. Are you hot? Are you as hot as I am? I have a Charlie horse, right? So there's a perfect interview with Willie Winnett here tonight. Let's hand it back over to Jay so we can get ready for this 7th race.
Willie's very tall. How many hands is Willie?
You know, I got to be honest here. I'm an entire cement step up.
Willie still has you by an ear.
So. Yeah, it's there's a drastic difference.
Willie Winnett's very popular here amongst the fans at the Auglaize County Fair. This is the 3rd and final. Nope, 3rd division of the 3-year-old Colt pace. I think we have a 4th. Number 1 is Calvin L. Hank Levan trains drives for Levan Stables of Woodstock, Ohio. Calvin L's looking for 4 in a row here in Ohio. I owe Roger Houston 50 cents for using his catchphrase there. Number 2 is Poor Boys Big Bear. Terry Groves trains for the Poor Boys Stable of London, Ohio. Alex Hawk drives. This horse went gate to wire at Sydney on July 28th in 2:03.3 for its only seasonal win. Number 3 is Yankee Sparkle. Will need a driver. This horse was 2nd at Eaton and was a 6th place finisher at the July 28th Buckeye Stallion Series event at Northfield Park. Number 4 is McMahon. John Predmore trains and owns Tyler Rush is in the bike. This horse was 4th at Marysville after racing mostly at Scioto Downs. Has 2 wins and 13 starts. His last win, he was 2nd place first by a nose on July 4th, Independence Day. Number 5 is Illini Duke. Brian Roebuck owns and trains. This horse has 2 straight 2nd place finishes. Two back was 2nd by 4 1/4 lengths at Marysville, individually timed in 1:57 and 3. Rounding out the field is Rose Run Warner, driven by Kevin Snyder, trained by Ashley's mom, Kimberly, who also co-owns with Here's the Stock Incorporator Bucyrus. This horse's last charted line was July 21st at Bucyrus, a 3rd place finish. Individually times in 1:56. Looking for its first win in 10 starts this season. For a very close betting board, Hank Levan and Calvin L leads at 6-5. McMahon, your second choice at 8 to 5.
Final call, less than 1 minute, less than a minute. The starter has called him to the gate.
Mike Wilkenberg has called the field of 6 to the gate for the Roger Childs Memorial. The third division 3-year-old Colt Pace purse, $3,213. The 7th from Auglaize County here in Wapakoneta.
They're at the gate. Gates rolling. It's post time for the 7th, 3rd Division, 3-year-old Colt Pace. Roger Childs Memorial for $3,213. A full gate of 6. Starter Mike Wilkenberg has them all lined up and ready for a start. And here they come. And they're off fast out of the gate. Poor Boys Big Bear from the inside. Calvin L. comes out in second. Yankee Sparkle finds a spot third. Racing on the outside fourth as they race into the turn and head into the opening eighth is Rose Run Warrior. To the inside of Rose Run Warrior is McMahon and the early traders. The Illini Duke as they head up the backside. Head into the opening quarter and up on the outside. Calvin L. Hank Levan to the front end. Racing second. Poor Boys Big Bear. Next in third, Yankee Sparkle on the outside. Rose Run Well will go the long mile fourth. Racing fifth is Yankee Sparkle into the turn. Illini Duke, they're by the quarter. 31 seconds, headed on over to the 3/8 mark. Calvin L, the leader by 2. Poor Boys Big Bear racing second. Yankee Sparkle is third. Rose Run Warner is fourth. Passing the stands, coming to the half. McMahon to the inside. And trailing the field at the half. Illini Duke, 5 in, 1 out. They're halfway home. They're at the half in 1 minute and 3/5. They're on their way to the 5/8 with Calvin L showing away. Poor Boys Big Bear second. Yankee Sparkle is third. McMahon is fourth. Moving through on the inside, Illini Duke to fifth. Rose Run Warrior trails the field. Up the backside they head. Calvin L opens up to 2. Poor Boys Big Bear second. Yankee Sparkle third. McMahon fourth. Illini Duke next in fifth. Rose Run Warrior is sixth and last. They pass 3/4 in 1:30. They're into the far turn and they're all chasing Calvin L. He opens up to 3, 4, 5 lengths. Poor Boys Big Bear second. Out on the move. McMahon now third. Joining McMahon on the outside is Illini Duke. Yankee Sparkle on the inside. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Coming to line. No catching Calvin L as they take the 3rd division of the 3-year-old Colt Pace. 1:58 1/5.
Okay, I'm gonna sound out of breath because I just ran clear up these stairs to give you guys the results of the 7th. 3-year-old Colt Pace, 3rd division, went for $3,213.
Photo for place. Hold all tickets. Photo for place.
And I would say it's an easy win by Calvin L. with driver trainer Hank Levan. Win 158-1. And that is 4 in a row for Calvin. He set a track record at Marysville on July 26th. Won at Sydney just 2 days later. And then again, won at Eaton on August 1st. And here comes Hank and Calvin to the winner's circle. And once again, we have Willie Winnett I think, brought one of our youngest audience members out this evening to hop in the bike with Hank for the winner's picture.
In the winner's circle, here's your winner of the 7th. Third Division 3-year-old Colt Pace, number 1, Calvin L. 3-year-old Big on the set of well set of the Arts Conquest mare, Harmony Oaks. Levan Stables, Woodstock, Ohio, owns Hank Levan. Drinks and drives the winner of the mile 158 1/5. The Roger Charles Memorial 3rd Division goes to the 1, Calvin L. Hank Levan.
And I do believe they said it was a photo for show.
Joined in the winner's circle by Austin Hanover. Results are official among Calvin L, the winner. 2 Poor Boys, Big Bear, 3 Yankee Sparkle, 2 4 McMahon, 4 number 5 Behind I Duke, 5 6 Rose Run Warriors, 6 the mile 158 1/5. 31 1 minute 3/5, 1:30 for 3/4. Top down 1 3 2 4 5 6 on the bottom. 8th race coming up next. It's up in 10 minutes. Starts the first half of a double. No changes in the 8. 9th race, couple changes. 3 State of Wiggles, Alex Hawk to drive the 3. 4 Sonnets Hanover, Jason Brewer to drive the 4 in the 9th.
And again, that was the 3rd division of the 3-year-old Colt Pace, went in 158 1. That it seems to be the fastest so far of all those divisions. We had the 3rd race go in 59 1, and the 1st race, which was the 1st division, went in 59 4. So again, Calvin L. with the win in 158, which is the fastest division of the 3-year-old Colt Pace. We will bring you a field of 5 in the 8th race here at Auglaize County Fair in Wapakoneta. Is a 3-year-old filly Trot, 2nd division, going for $5,181. But first, we have a couple short messages for you.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Bow River Jewelry has been the premier designers of sulky jewelry for more than 30 years. We incorporate today's fashion designs to create a unique piece of jewelry only found at Bow River. Visit bowriverjewelry.com today.
Welcome back to Wapakoneta. The second and final day of racing here at the Auglaize County Fair. Last race was won by Calvin L., who wins for the 4th straight time. Wins at Marysville, Sydney, Eaton, and now Wapakoneta. Raced on the 26th of July, the 28th of July, the 1st of August, and the 4th of August. Brings us to the 8th race. 3-year-old filly Trot, 2nd division. Total purse $10,362. This division for $5,181. Field of 5. No driver changes. I repeat, no driver changes. I will guarantee you, someone will win their first race of the season after this 8th race. The 1 is 0 for 7 for the year. Number 2 is 0 for 8. 0 for 4, 0 for 10, and 0 for 6 on the season. So someone will go home with approximately $2,500 in a winner's circle photo. The shadows on the backstretch are much longer. Looks like the entire front straightaway is now completely in shadows, so shouldn't be an issue. Racing action tomorrow with the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association carrying the 2nd day of the Xenia, the Greene County Fair. Roger Houston will be your track announcer. It's also the first day of the Ohio State Fair Stakes at Scioto Downs. Here's Doug Ballinger with the post parade for the 8th 3-year-old filly Trot.
Horses are on the track for the 8th race. 2nd division 3-year-old filly Trot, Ohio Colt Racing Association, $10,362 total purses division, $5,181, and these are the horses. Number 1, this is gonna hurt Oz. Jack Clark drives. 2 essentially with Jeff Nicesonger. Number 3, Stormy Begonia, the driver Cheryl Haynes. 4, Sweet Emmy Lou runs stack. In number 5, Lady Fireworks, David Meyer in her sulky. 8th race sponsored by RJ's Coffee Cup. When play show, Gwinnell Exacta. Trifecta Daily Double on the 8th. Daily Double on races 8 and 9. 9th race, Alex Hawk to drive the 3. Jason Brewer to drive the 4. Sonnets Hanover, 3 minutes to post time.
That is your field for the 8th, field of 5. Take a closer look. This gonna hurt, AS. Reined and trained by Chad Clark, Dustin Heinzen of Marion, Indiana, and Chad Clark, the trainer, co-owned. 0 for 7 this season, 0 for 12 lifetime. Last race was a 3rd place finish at Eaton. Was scratched from Sydney on the 27th, and the start before that was July 19th at Lebanon, a 3rd place finish. Number 2 was essentially Jeff Nicesonger for Brian Roebuck, who owns. 0 for 8 for the season. This horse has made a couple of expensive breaks at Eaton and Marysville. Stayed flat at Washington Courthouse and was 2nd, beaten by just 2 3/4 lengths, individually timed in 2:06 and 3. Number 3 is Stormy Begonia. Because you hear the word Begonia, you know Cheryl and Marion Haynes of Blissfield, Michigan are the owners. Cheryl is also the trainer and driver. This horse has been racing on both sides of the border. Last 6 starts, 3 of them were in Michigan at county fairs. 3 of them were in Ohio. Tiffin, Marion, and Ottawa. 0 for 4 on the season, 1 of 17 lifetime. Number 4 is Sweet Emmy Lou. Ron Steck is listed as the driver. Ron Steck trains, co-owns with Bob Smolko and Shelley Pfeiffer of Richwood, Ohio. 0 for 10 on the season, 3 of 22 lifetime, the richest in the field at $15,134. Lifetime mark last year as a 2-year-old, 206 and 3 at Wauseon. Last start for Sweet Emmy Lou was a DNF. Was pulled up by Cam McCown after a break at the start at Ottawa on June 23rd. So over a month off.
Post time in 1 minute, 1 minute.
David Myers, My Fireworks. Mr. Meyer owns, trains, and drives. This horse is 0 for 9 lifetime, but has picked up a purse check in each of its last 6 starts, including a second place finish last time out at Sydney, Ohio.
Final call to wager on 8th.
Doug Ballinger gives the final call. We have a pair of co-favorites to essentially inform Sweet Emmy Lou. Mike Wokenberg puts the gate in motion. Field of 5. Heads are turned towards the starting gate for the 8th. 3-year-old filly Trot, second division, purse 5,181 here at Wapakoneta.
Starters called to the gate. Second division, 3-year-old filly trotters for $5,181. Sponsored by RJ's Coffee Cup. Field of 5. Three-year-old filly trotters are running behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. And they're off from the inside. This guy heard odds for the lead. Stormy Begonia on the outside, essentially well placed, is third. Coming out in fourth, Sweet Emmy Lou, and the early trader is Lady Fireworks as they race into the turn and head on over to the opening 8 on the front end. This gonna hurt Oz, hung on the outside. Stormy Begonia essentially to the inside and essentially is all stride. Down the backside, Sweet Emmy Lou is fourth. Lady Fireworks racing fifth. Up the backside to the opening quarter. Chad Clark, this gonna hurt Oz, leads away. Stormy Begonia second, third, Sweet Emmy Lou. Fourth into the turn, Lady Fireworks and trading the field essentially. They trot the quarter at even 34 seconds. They circle the turn and head to the 3/8. And with the lead, this gonna hurt Oz. Stormy Begonia on the outside now backs off and takes his seat second. Racing on the outside, essentially, and Jeff Nicehunger clear to the front. Essentially has grabbed the lead from this gonna hurt Oz. Sweet Emmy Lou on the outside is third. Stormy Begonia is fourth. Lady Fireworks is fifth on the outside. They race past the half in 106 and 2/5. They head to the 5/8 with essentially leading the way. Racing on the outside, Sweet Emmy Lou third. This gonna hurt Oz. Lady Fireworks to the outside fourth. To the inside of Lady Fireworks is Stormy Begonia, who has shuffled to fifth. They go up the backside and head to the 3/4. Essentially a Nicehunger by 3 lengths. Up the inside, this gonna hurt Oz. On the outside, Sweet Emmy Lou. Lady Fireworks is fourth, and Stormy Begonia can see them all. They're by 3/4 in 138. They trot the far turn. The leader is essentially by 2 lengths. Sweet Emmy Lou is second. Lady Fireworks is third. This gonna hurt Oz fourth. Stormy Begonia is fifth. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Essentially, and Jeff Nicehunger, Lady Fireworks, and Sweet Emmy Lou on the outside. But on the line, essentially will give Nicehunger his 5th winner of the evening. The mile 2:08.
The 8th race at the Auglaize County Fair in Wapakoneta, Ohio. 3-year-old filly Trot, second division, went to essentially trainer Brian Roebuck with driver Jeff Nicehonger. I believe Doug said that is the 5th of the night out of 8 races. Unofficially 208 with essentially Sweet Emmy Lou with Ron Steck was second. Lady Fireworks, David Miller, 3. Let's take a look back here at our program. Now, again, that was the second division of the 3-year-old filly Trot. Let's see what the first division went in. Went in 206 and 3, so just a touch slower, and 208 for essentially. As she makes her way back to the winner's circle again, looks like Willie Winnett has brought another young viewer.
Here's your winner, the
get their
8th
picture
race,
taken.
second division 3-year-old filly Trot. Number 2, essentially. 3-year-old brown feather deep chip out of the Donald mare. Funny old knees. Brian Roebuck, North Lewisburg, Ohio. Roebuck trains Jeff Nicehonger, gets his 5th winner of the evening. The mile 208. It's sponsored by RJ's Coffee Cup.
And that is trainer Brian Roebuck that you see at Essentially's head there. As we wait for Doug to give us official results.
Results are official 8th race. Number 1, this is going to hurt us. 4, 2, essentially the winner. 3, Stormy Begonia. 5, 4, Sweet Emmy Lou. 2, number 5, Lady Fireworks. 3, the mile 208, the quarter 34, the half 106 and 2, 3/4 138, chopped down 415, 2-3 on the bottom. 34, 106 and 2 and 138. 9th race, win place and exacta only. Win place exacta. 3 State of Wiggles, Alex Hawk, Jason Brewer will drive the 4.
I've told this story before, but like I said earlier, kind of how I have background in this industry. So essentially it was out of Deep Chip, which was a stud in my dad's barn, if I remember correctly, in around 2008. So that's pretty cool. I always love seeing. You don't see too many Deep Chips still around. But again, we are going to go into the 9th race here at the Auglaize County Fair in Wapakoneta, Ohio. It is the 2nd division of the 3-year-old filly Pace, going for $5,504 in a field of 4, which is always nice because everybody's bringing home a paycheck. We have a couple messages for you, and we will be back here with Jay.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Visit us September 17th at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds and get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, and Long Tom. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigDWeb.com.
Most orders shipped that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Selling your horse? Sell for free. No fees, no commissions. The only free auction site in the industry. There's no problem selling your horse at harnesshorseauction.com.
Jay Wolf here at the Auglaize County Fair in Wapakoneta. We head to race number 9, the second division of the 3-year-old filly pace. Ashley is doing an absolutely wonderful job of bouncing back and forth between the Racing with the Stars tents. Willie Wynn is down there giving high fives to local fans, fist bumps. Willie Wynn found a young man and invited him to the winner's circle in the last race to get his picture taken with the winner, which just happened to be a Jeff Nysonger driven horse. Beautiful evening here at Wapakoneta. Temperatures probably dropped down into the upper 70s. Nice breeze. I can only see one cloud in the sky. Zero humidity, it feels like, so nice crowd here at the fair. Last few races should pick up on by pace. This probably will be the next to last race in which we'll have horses warming up for future races. Some of the horses warming up currently are the participants of the Ladies Driver Series sponsored by Springhaven Farm. I believe that is race number 12. There's a little oddity out there. A horse is warming up free-legged. Horse is warming up free-legged, but there is no free-legged notation in the racing program. Most of the horses in the Ladies Pace Driver Series are well seasoned. A pair of 13-year-olds, a 9, an 8, and a 6-year-old. So probably don't need the hobbles to warm up. Horses made, number one here, horses made over 75 starts, so Mandy Jones out there with Sports Band. Last race, we were guaranteed to have one of the participants win their first race of the season. That will not be the case here in the 9th. Sunshine Philly has 4 wins on the season. Toratova, 3 wins on the season, 4 for her career. State of Wiggles has a win at Miami Valley. And Sonnets Hanover has a win at Scioto Downs.
Note to 3, State of Wiggles will not be in the post parade, but will race. Will be out shortly.
Ballinger made the announcement that State of Wiggles will participate, but will not participate in the post parade. Here is Doug Ballinger.
Horses on the track, 9th race, 2nd division, 3-year-old filly pace. Total purse, $11,088. This division, $5,504. Sponsored by VFW Post, number 9289 is St. Mary's. These are the horses. Number 1, Sunshine Philly, the driver, Austin Hatters. 2, Noratova, Jeff Nysonger drives. 3, State of Wiggles, Alex Hawk will be out shortly. 4, Sonnets Hanover, Jason Brewer in the sulky. Win Place Show, Win Place Exacta Win place exacta wagering. Post time 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Field of 4 for the 3-year-old filly Pace, the second final division. Total purse $11,008. This division goes for $5,504. Number 1 is Sunshine Filly. Austin Hanners gets the assignment. Brett Swartz trains and co-owns with Brian Larrick. This horse did not start as a 2-year-old. Has 4 wins and 2 second-place finishes in 7 career starts. Number 2 is Nora Tova. Jamal Williams trains for Clifford Grundy. Jeff Nicesonger will get the drive. This horse is the richest horse in the field with $49,386 in lifetime earnings. This horse raced at Sydney on July 27th. 3rd place finish with Lonnie Graber in the bike. Start before that was the July 15th Buckeye Stallion Series start at Scioto Downs. Was parked second at the quarter in 26-1. Was leading by a head mid-stretch and faded to 4th, beaten just 3.5 lengths, individually timed in 1:53-1. I'm sure that 26-1 first quarter being parked took a little bit of sting out of Nora Tova. Number 3 is State of Wiggles. Alex Hawk will get the assignment from Ron Steck, who co-owns with Hawkins, Stokes, and Blessed Stables. This horse was scratched at Mount Vernon. Was a 3rd place finisher on the 19th at Hilliard in the Franklin County Fair. 1 win in 12 starts. Lifetime mark of 56-2 at Miami Valley. Rounding out the field, Sonnets Hanover. Jason Brewer picks up the drive. Mark Winters trains. AWS Stables of Lima and Mr. Winters are the owners. 1 win in 7 this season. That win was its last start on July 29th at Scioto Downs. Fillies and mares non-winners of 1. 1 by a head and 1 55-2 with Scott Cisco. That is your field. 1 to 5 choices. Nora Tova, the Jeff Nicesonger driven filly, 3-year-old filly by Western Terror. Co-bred by Pacey the Wiz Midland. So I wonder if this horse will pace.
Final call, less than a minute, less than a minute.
I've made a re-entry here a little bit earlier than normal. It looks like
Willie Winnett is killing it with the kids.
Oh, absolutely. Tonight is a good night. He's been in it the whole time. Hasn't taken a break.
What do you mean, been in it?
Like, he's been in the crowd.
Oh, I thought you, okay. That's what I was
He's
gonna
been
say.
in the crowd the whole time.
Okay.
What are you implying?
Oh, wow. A good character never reveals its source.
And he's making his way up to the grandstand as the horses
go to the gate.
Yes, go to the gate.
Race number 9, 3-year-old filly
gate.
Pace, purse $5,504. The 9th from Wapakoneta.
Field of 4, 9th race. Sponsored by VFW, post number 9289 for $5,504. Here they come. And they're off from the inside. Sunshine Filly out for the lead. Nora Tova comes out in second. They race into the turn. All stride. Sunshine Filly up on the outside. Nora Tova to the front. Sunshine Filly's on the gallop. All stride. Up on the outside as they head up the backside. State of Wiggles and Sonnets Hanover. On the backside, going to the opening quarter, State of Wiggles on the inside. Nora Tova racing third, Sunshine Philly into the turn. Sonnet's Hanover trails the field by the quarter in at 30 2/5. Round the turn to the 3/8, Alex Hawk, State of Wiggles show the way. Second, Nora Tova, 3 back to Sunshine Philly. Another 3 to Sonnet's Hanover is fourth and last, and racing 8 lengths off the lead. They pass the stand for the first time. It's Alex Hawk, State of Wiggles showing the way. Nora Tova gets the 2-hole trip with Sunshine Philly, tracking the 2 leaders from third. Sonnet's Hanover is fourth. They're halfway home in a minute and a fifth, and they're on their way to the 5/8. And are being led by State of Wiggles by a length with Nora Tova in tow second. Sunshine Philly is third. Sonnet's Hanover is fourth. They're off the turn. They're headed to the backside. The field being guided to the 3/4 by State of Wiggles. And here comes Nora Tova and Nice Songer to the outside. Sunshine Philly is third. Sonnet's Hanover is fourth. They work their way into the far turn and heading to the front. Nora Tova grabs the lead from State of Wiggles. Set to come 3 wide is Sunshine Philly. Sonnet's Hanover trails. They're at 3/4, 1:30 3/5. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Nora Tova leads it. State of Wiggles is 3 wide. Down the stretch, Sunshine Philly coming to the line. Nora Tova, State of Wiggles. Nora Tova fast closing. Sonnet's Hanover. It's Nora Tova very tight for second. Nora Tova gives Jeff Knife Songer win number 6 in the evening, a mile 2 minutes and 1/5.
In your 9th race, the 2nd division of the 3-year-old filly Pace goes to Nora Tova with Jeff Nicehonger and the sulky for trainer Jamal Williams. And that sounds awful familiar. I believe that driver-trainer combo won earlier in this evening. As I take a look back in my program, I actually, it looks like Jeff Nicehonger and Jamal Williams won the 1st division of the 3-year-old filly Pace. So they swept it. They swept the entire 3-year-old filly Pace division, going for a purse of $5,504. Nora Tova, unofficially 2 minutes and 1/5. And exactly a second faster than the 1st division went in race 5. And that one went to Shameful Eyes. And here is Jeff Nicehonger, I believe, making his 6th appearance.
Here's your winner of the 9th race, 2nd division 3-year-old filly Pace. Sponsored by BFW post number 9289 for $5,504. Here's the 2 Nora Tova, 3-year-old Bay Phillip Western Chair. Out of the Pro Bono Best Mare, Give Me Points, Clifford Grundy, West Bloomfield, Michigan owns. Jamal Williams trains. Jeff Nicehonger gets his 6th winner of the evening. A mile 2 minutes and a 5th. This is behind Nora Tova as they take this 2nd division of the 3-year-old filly Pace.
Still waiting for official results, especially for place. But I think, by my eyes, it looked like Sunshine Philly with Austin Hanners was 2nd, and Sonnet's Hanover with Brewer was 3rd. But again, that is not official. We are still kind of waiting on the last results.
He said, boy, things are going to get ugly. And he knew. He said that when he got before. I don't know what he thought. Well, they ain't going to believe it. They knew that. They knew that. He didn't say nothing at all to me. After I told Nick to do it. Miss, you can stick the button on it.
While we're waiting, I can set you up for the 10th race. The 10th race is the second division of the 3-year-old Colt Trot, going for a purse of $5,030. It's a field of 5. All right, it still looks like the judges are taking a look at that picture, so we will be back with official results of the 9th.
I think we could remember 4 horses.
Yeah, 4 horses. I'd say it was a pretty short field.
Results are official.
Well,
1
just
Sunshine
kidding.
Philly, 2 Nora Tova the winner, 3 Wiggle State of Wiggles 4 Sonnets Hanover 3. Top down 2 on 4, 3 on the bottom, 2 minutes and a fifth, 30 and 2 fifths, 1 minute 1 fifth, 1:30 and 3 fifths. 10th race field of 5, no changes. You have one place show. 1 Alex Active and trifecta wagering.
Real quick, the winner there, Nora Tova, came into the winner's circle, and the trainer tried to take it in the wrong way. And I was like, Jeff Nicehonger knows how to get to this winner's circle, so just let him take over. So.
Honestly, right. He's out of 9 races.
Yeah. Out of 9 races, he's won 7.
Yeah. Well, is that 6 or 7?
6. I'm sorry.
I say, regardless.
Yeah,
we're already starting to lose count. That says something, right?
I told Jeff there's a little plaque in there that says the winner's circle is in memory of somebody. I said, I think they're just going to change it to your name. And he says, I'll pay up. So we won't make it in memory of, but we'll come back and take a look at the 10th race after a word from our sponsors.
Your animals provide unconditional love. When they hurt, you want the best care available to help them enjoy life again. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center is here for you and for them. From heart disease to cancer, diabetes to broken bones, and 24-hour emergency services, Ohio State's team of experts make a difference in the lives of animals and the family members who love them. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio wants to thank all the breeders that supported our first season standing the trotter, Muscle Diamond. Cool Winds also welcomed the proven sire, Mr. Apples, to our stallion barn. Randy and Kim Haynes also stand the only full brother to some beach somewhere, Bring on the Beach, sire of Heart of Chewbacca. Visit the Cool Winds consignment at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway Ag Center on Friday, September 17th.
Welcome back to Auglaize, and if you're just tuning in, you're hearing a big roar from the crowd. Willie Winnett is throwing T-shirts into the crowd, and the folks here at Wapakoneta, they want their T-shirts. So, up. Underhand wind the pitch. Well done, Willie Winnett. Speaking of well done, Jeff Nicehonger wins again in the 9th. His 6th of the day. 6 out of 9 races, not bad at all. Now Willie Winnett is getting sections to compete against each other for noise. I hope Willie Winnett has some more shirts in there because he's really getting the crowd excited here. Oh, one more. Wind up the pitch, underhand, and Willie Winnett gets booed. Willie Winnett is another great promotion to get fans out to the track for the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. The 10th race, 3-year-old Colt Trot will go to Doug Ballinger for the post parade.
$3,060. This division, $5,030. Sponsored by Big D's, a field of 5. Note to 4, Leaping Legend will not be in the post parade. Will be out shortly. Number 1 is Horsefly, the driver Conley Newberry. 2, Knotty Pine with Bruce Schmidt. Number 3, Caviar's Yankee, Ed Greeno Jr. 4, Leaping Legend, Jason Brewer drives. And number 5, Big Riggin' Joe, Roy Burns in the sulky. Win place show, Quinella Exacta and Trifecta wagering on the 10th. They'll be at the gate in 3 minutes.
Field of 5 went postward, but only 4 are on the track. Number 4, Leaping Legend, will race, but did not participate in the post parade. Field of 5 for the $5,030 second division of the 3-year-old Colt Trot. Number 1 is Horsefly. Mike Polhamus trains for Herschel Lincoln of West Milton, Ohio. Conley Newberry, the 19-year-old driver, will drive. This horse was 3rd place finish last time at Washington Courthouse. Individually timed in 2:07 and 3, with Connor Newberry in the bike. 0 for 4 for the season, 1 for 14 lifetime, 2:02 and 1 at Scioto last year as a 2-year-old. Number 2 is Knotty Pine. Alan Voorhees is the owner and trainer. Bruce Schmidt will get to drive. Knotty Pine has 1 start on the season, which was a 4th place finish at Sydney, its last start on July 28th. Number 3 is Caviar's Yankee, Ed Greeno Jr. Owns, trains, and drives. Caviar's Yankee is 1 of 5 on the season. That 1 win was at Paulding.
Pass in front of the stands. Here is the 4 Leaping Legend with Jason Brewer.
Number 4 is Leaping Legend, coming in stands for the first time. Leaping Legend is trained and driven by Jason Brewer, James Fleming of Bayfield, Ontario. 4 wins and 7 starts. Record of 158 and 4 at Scioto Downs. Winner of 3 straight at Lebanon, Washington Courthouse in Sydney. It was a 4th place finisher. Its last start just 3 days ago at Eaton. And number 5 is Big Riggin' Joe, Roy Burns. Roy Burns, if you haven't heard the story, Roy and his daughter Casey Burns participated in a match race. Only 2 horses were entered at Marysville.
1 minute to post time.
Casey and her father drove against each other at Marysville and finished in a dead heat. It is believed to be the first dead heat in a 2-horse race between a father and a daughter. Big Riggin' Joe, that is its only win, was the race against Roy's race against his daughter. Interesting thing, no standard time. I'm assuming because it was a dead heat and it was not recorded, because there was no second place finisher. I wonder if that's why there is no standard record time for Big Riggin' Joe. But that mile was in 2:17 and 3. Big Riggin' Joe and Roy Burns, number 5. Leaping Legend is the even money choice. We have a pair of co-favorites, pair of second choices. I said co-second choices at 5-2, Knotty Pine and Caviar's Yankee. Looks like Willie Winnett found some more things to throw to the crowd. So now this is the 10th from Wapakoneta. 5 going postward, 3-year-old Colt Trot, second division. This division, $5,030 at the Auglaize County Fair. Mike Wilkenberg's moving the gate in position. The 5 Colt Trotters are all pointed in that direction. We'll head up to Doug Ballinger for the call of the 10th.
Final call. The starter has called into the gate. They're at the gate, gates rolling. Second Division 3-year-old Colt pace, sponsored by Big D's Harness, $5,030. A field of 5. Here they come. And they're off. Everybody wants the front end from the inside. Horsefly racing between horses. Caviar's Yankee, Leaping Legend on the outside. Knotty Pine will take a seat fourth, and Big Riggin' Joe will be the early trader as they trot to the turn and head to the opening eighth. And up on the backside they go. Enter the opening quarter and up on the outside. Leaping Legend grabs the lead from Caviar's Yankee. They're going at it on the front end. Caviar's Yankee in the inside. Leaping Legend on the outside. He's paid the price to get to the front. Horsefly third. Racing fourth is Knotty Pine. They trot by the quarter. Big Riggin' Joe trails. They're on the quarter in 30 and 2/5. Round the turn to the 3/8 they trot. Racing with the lead, it is Leaping Legend. Horsefly is second. Knotty Pine skimming the cones third. Racing fourth is Caviar's Yankee, and Big Riggin' Joe trails the field as they trot on over to the half. Leading away, Leaping Legend. Horsefly is second. Knotty Pine up the inside third. Caviar's Yankee is fourth, and Big Riggin' Joe trails. They're halfway home in 101 and 3/5. They head to the 5/8 with Leaping Legend leading it. Horsefly second. Caviar's Yankee third. Racing fourth is Knotty Pine, and Big Riggin' Joe trails the field up the backside of the 3/4. Leaping Legend will guide the field to the 3/4. Caviar's Yankee on the outside. Horsefly the inside. Knotty Pine takes a peek to the outside. He's fourth and full of trot as they race into the far turn. Big Riggin' Joe trails the field. Knotty Pine was fourth. He's now third on the outside. The 3/4 in 1:33. Leaping Legend turns for home, leading the field by a length. Caviar's Yankee is second. Knotty Pine poised to come 3 wide. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Leading away, Caviar's Yankee and Leaping Legend. Knotty Pine closing on the grandstand side. Leaping Legend, Knotty Pine keeps on coming along with Caviar's Yankee. It's going to be Leaping Legend, Caviar's Yankee, and Knotty Pine will get up for third. The mile 2:03 3/5.
And that was the 10th race here at Auglaize County Fair in Wapakoneta. Looks like it went to Leaping Legend in 2:03 and 3. And that is a Jason Brewer product, both driver and trainer. And that looks to be his 5th lifetime win. So he was on a streak. If you look at your programs, was on a streak. Eaton kind of threw him off just a little bit. He ended up 4th on August 1st. Before that, he was definitely on a 3-win streak. Hopefully he is back on that for Jason Brewer. Every single horse left from the gate in that 10th race. Unofficially, Leaping Legend 1, Caviar's Yankee 2, Knotty Pine 3. Again, that is unofficial. That seems to be, in my view, what it ended up. And
here's your winner, the 10th race, the second division of the 3-year-old Colt Trot. Here's the 4 Leaping Legend, the 3-year-old Bago, the son of Uncle Peter, out of the Donato Hanover Mare, Leaping Lady. Home with James Loving, Bayfield, Ontario, Canada. Jason Brewer trains and drives the mile 2:03 3/5. This race sponsored by Big D's. The quarter in 30 and 2/5, the half 101 and 3, 3/4 1:33. Results are official. 10th race, number 1 Horsefly 4, number 2 Knotty Pine 3, 3 Caviar's Yankee 2, 4 Leaping Legend a winner, 5 Big Riggin' Joe 5, the mile 2:03 3/5, 4:32.15 on the bottom. 11th race in 8 minutes. Win Place Show, Quinell Exaction, Trifecta Wagering. Number 3, Some High Dreamer, will be driven by Ryan Miller. Ryan Miller to drive the 3. Tyler Rush drives the 5. Cammy Art Sargent.
And there you just saw Leaping Legend, winner of the 10th, second division of the 3-year-old Colt Trot. Let me take a look back and let you know what the first division went in. Win 204. So, and that was the 4th race. So again, Leaping Legend kind of edges out in 203 and 3, that second division, going for $5,030. We're nearing the end. Got a couple more. Well, actually 3 more. 3 more before we close out the Auglaize County Fair. So the 11th race is coming up. The 3-year-old Colt
In the 11th, number 6,
division.
Imagine It. Make the driver Austin Anders to drive the 6, Imagine It.
As we are constantly getting driver changes. But again, heading into our 11th race, 3-year-old Colt Pace, the 4th division, going for $3,213. Is the Roger Chills Memorial. Hopefully somebody will correct me on that pronunciation. It's a field of 6. We're going to have a couple messages from our sponsors, and you'll be right back here at the Auglaize County Fair.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
We are back at the Auglaize County Fair, Wapakoneta, Ohio. We move to the 11th race. 3-year-old Colt Pace, the 4th and final division. Total purse, $12,852. This division for $32,13. Field of 6. Do have 1 driver's change. Number 3, Some High Dreamer, Ryan Miller will drive. Talked to track announcer Doug Ballinger, and we were talking about the lighting conditions. I'm concerned about taking pictures at the finish line in the dark, and he said you should try announcing in the dark. While they do have lights here at Wapakoneta, the light poles are a good 10 feet inside the pylon for safety reasons. And it makes it a little difficult to see, especially in the far turn. We want to thank all the volunteers and officials here at the Auglaize County Fair. It takes a large number of people to put on the race cards. Most of them are volunteers, from judges to clerks to stall men and women. So we want to give a big thank you to all the officials here at Auglaize County Fair. If you're enjoying what you're hearing and seeing tonight, be sure to tune in tomorrow. There will be action from Xenia. Friday and Saturday there'll be action from Athens, Ohio. Sunday you'll have a doubleheader, Chillicothe and Mansfield. Mansfield will have the only card in action on Monday, August 9th. And then on the 10th, we'll have Cuyahoga County Fair and the first of 3 days from Champaign County Fair. So be sure to tune in. That is the call to the post for the 11th.
Fourth division of the 3-year-old Colt Pace Ohio Colt Racing Association. $12,852 total purse this division. $3,213 to Roger Charles Memorial. Number 1, Professor Patrick, driven by Hank Levan. Number 2, McCurdy Bay, Alex Hawk drives. Ryan Williams drives the 3, Some High Dreamer. Number 4, What You Talking About with Justin Belanger. Tyler Rush with a 5, Caviar Sergeant, and number 6, Imagine It, Austin Hanners in the sulky. When play shown, Cornell exact trifecta. Horse will take one score. They'll be at the gate in 3 minutes. 3 minutes to post time.
3 minutes for the 11th race post. We'll take a quick look at the field of 6. Number 1 is Professor Patrick. John Fitzgerald owns and trains. Hank Levan will get the driving assignment. Professor Patrick is 3 wins and 9 starts with a record of 54-2 at Scioto Downs over a good track. 2 wins at the county fairs in Marion and Circleville. Number 2 is McCurdy Bay. Mark Rowe trains for Matt Rowe. Alex Hawk will get the driving assignment. 4th career start for this bay colt by Mr. Wiggles. His 1 win was at Hilliard at the Franklin County Fair, a by-a-nose, and won 59-2 with Alex Hawk in the bike that afternoon. Ryan Miller will drive the 3, Some High Dreamer, for Jody Flomisfeld. Red Racer and Macy Odell of Arcanum are the owners. 0 for 10 on the season, 4th place finish last time out at the Warren County Fair in Lebanon. Number 4, What You Talking About? Philip Belanger co-owns and trains with Jeffrey Cloisters. Justin Ballinger is the driver. Took a mark of 2:07 in its 1 win this season at Paulding. Last start was in the Buckeye Stallion Series, a 7th place finisher at Northfield Park on the 28th. On Independence Day at Northfield Park in the Buckeye Stallion Series was a 3rd place finish, individually timed, and won 53-4. Tyler Rush will get the drive behind Caviar Sergeant from Caviar Farms. Brian Brown trains this 3-year-old bay gelding by Well Said. 2 wins, 3 seconds, and a 3rd for 10 starts this season. Comes in here in good form, 2nd at Oak Harbor, and a 2nd place finish in the Buckeye Stallion Series on July 28th. Rounding out the field is Imagine It. Kent Wilcox trains for Richard Kopp. Austin Hanners will get the drive. 3-year-old gelding by If I Can Dream was a winner at Eaton last time out. 12 lengths in 1, 57-3. Imagine It is the fastest in the field and the richest. 153 mark at Northfield this year, $83,285 on its card. That is your field of 6 for the 11th, 3rd and final division of the 3-year-old Colt Pace.
Final call to wager on the 11th. You have less than 1 minute. Less than a minute.
Professor Patrick is the 1-2 bettor's choice. Professor Patrick, 4 wins in 10 career starts. Was undefeated as a 2-year-old with his 2:01-4 mile at Marysville, which is John Fitzgerald's home track. If you win only 1 a year, you hope it's at your home fair. Field of 6, making the turn going to the Wilkenberg starting gate for the 11th, the 4th and final division 3-year-old Colt Pace from Wapakoneta.
You never know on a fair track. Yeah, if there's a drawback,
They're at the gate, gates rolling. 4th Division, Roger Charles Boy for $3,213. They're all in behind the gate, and here they come. Enter off from the inside, Professor Patrick out for the lead. McCarty Bay from the inside second. Some High Dreamer comes out in third. What you talking about at the back of the pack as they race into the turn, racing on the outside. Caviar Sergeant as they head up the backside and on the inside. Imagine It and trailing the field as they race over to the opening quarter. What you talking about trails the field and on the front end and up on the outside. Caviar Sergeant to grab the lead from Professor Patrick, who gives way second. McCarty Bay racing third. Next and fourth as they race around the turn is Some High Dreamer racing fifth. Imagine It and trailing the field. What you talking about? 30 3/5 for the opening quarter. They're into the lane for the first time and coming to the half and showing away. China Rush and Caviar Sergeant passing the stands and coming to the half. Some High Dreamer will commit first up. Third to the inside, Professor Patrick. Fourth on the outside, Imagine It. 5 inside, McCarty Bay. And sixth and last is What You Talking About. They're halfway home in 1:02. On to the 5/8, China Rush and Caviar Sergeant will guide the field to the 3/4. Locked in, Professor Patrick, nowhere to go third. Fourth on the outside as they head up the backside is Some High Dreamer. Moving to the outside, Imagine It. Now fourth, he'll be sent 3 wide into the far turn. McCarty Bay racing fifth and trailing the field. What you talking about? 3/4 is on the board. 1:31 and 2. They circle the far turn. They're matching strides on the front end as they come to the top of the stretch. Imagine It on the outside. Caviar Sergeant down the stretch they come. Imagine It on the outside. Racing on the inside, Caviar Sergeant, and coming to the line, Caviar Sergeant, Imagine It. Professor Patrick will be home third. The mile, 1:59 3/5.
Caviar Sergeant takes the 11th race here tonight at the Auglaize County Fair in Wapakoneta. That was the 4th division of the 3-year-old Colt Pace, going for $3,213. Unofficial 159 and 3. I say in my program that says Cam McGowan, but it looked like he's coming back around. I did not. Sorry, I am also jumping back and forth. If you are just joining us later this evening, my name is Ashley Daly, and you've been hearing Jay Wolf this entire evening. We've been kind of bouncing back and forth because we're wearing multiple hats. So I've been working with the Racing with the Stars tent as well as filling in while Jay is taking win photos for Brad Conrad tonight. Caviar Sergeant wins the 11th, and he's making his way around. I want to see who the driver is. This makes for his 3rd win this season out of 11 starts.
Coming back in front of the stands, here's your one of the 11th, the 4th division. Roger Charles Boy for 3-year-old Colt Pacers. Number 5, Caviar Sergeant, the 3-year-old Big O, the son of Well Said. Out of the Sun Beach somewhere, Mare, Caviar Spring. Caviar Farms, Vienna, West Virginia, owns Brian Brown Trains. Tyler Rush in the sulky, the mile, 159 3/5. Through quarters at 30 and 3/5, the half 102. 3/4 131 and 2. Results are official 11th race, number 1, Professor Patrick 3. Number 2, McCurdy Bay 6. 3, Some High Dreamer 4. Number 4, What You Talking About 5. 5, Caviar Sergeant the winner. 6, Imagine It 2. The mile 159 3/5. Top down 3, 6, 4, 5, 1, 2 on the bottom.
And saying that 4th division.
12th race coming up next. It starts the first half, the late double. No changes in the 12th. The Spring Haven Farm Ladies Driving Series. 13th race, second half, the double. We do have some changes. Number 3, Mr. Dizama will be driven by Justa Belanger. Justa Belanger to drive the 3. Hank Levan will drive 4. Tariq Sealster. Levan drives the 4. Austin Hanners to drive the 5. Western's Last Gun. And Tyler Rush driving number 8, McWiz. Belanger the 3, Levan the 4, Hanners the 5, and Tyler Rush drives the 8, McWiz in the 13th.
Saying that 11th race again was the 4th division of the 3-year-old Colt, and it was very much in par with the rest of the divisions. So this one specifically went in 159 and 3, and our fastest of the evening went to the 3rd division, 7th race in 58 and 1. But again, very much in par with the others. Moving on to the 12th race, the Spring Haven Farm Ladies Driving Series was a field of 5. We will introduce you to those horses and drivers right after a couple messages from our sponsors.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm with 500 acres of pasture for breeding to boarding and on-site veterinarian care, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Visit us September 17th at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds and get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Pet Rock, and Long Tom. Midland Acres, doing our best to bring you the best.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
For the 12th race, the Spring Haven Farm Ladies Driving Series, a field of 5, sponsored by Bailiff and Ely Funeral Home. Number 1 is Sports Band, driven by Andy Jones. Heather Willems drives a 2, Better Win. Number 3, Insane in Spain with Emily Hay. Number 4, Speaking Out, the driver, Amy Wengert. And number 5, Lions Ginger Ninja, Rhonda Patrick in the sulky. And that's the field for the 12th, the Spring Haven Farm Lady Driving Series for $800. Kicks off the first half of the late double. You'll have Win, Play, Show, Quinella, Exacta, Trifecta, and Daily Double. You have 3 minutes to post time. Don't be shut out. Wager now. 3 minutes.
That is your post parade for the 12th. The Lady Pace Drivers Series, sponsored by Spring Haven Farm. Number 1 is Sports Band. Mandy Jones is the owner and driver for Brian Jones, the trainer. This horse was scratched last start at Tiffin, but was a second place finisher at the Franklin County Fair in Hilliard, Ohio on July 19th. Number 2 is Better Win. The 13-year-old gelded son of Better's Delight has career earnings of $296,313 for Mark Laffin of right here in Wapakoneta, who is also the trainer. Heather Willems will get to drive today Heather teamed up with Better Win at Marysville on the 26th of July, a 4th place finish. Number 3 is Insane in Spain. John Weisenberger Jr. is the trainer, co-owner with Timothy Bolenbaugh. This is another 13-year-old. This one is a gelded son of Real Desire. Emily Hay will get the assignment. 1 win, 2 seconds, and 13 starts. One of those wins and one of those second place finishes were in the Lady Pace Series with Emily Hay in the bike. Number 4 is Speaking Out, owned, trained, and reined by Amy Wingard. Speaking Out is a 9-year-old Better's Delight gelding. 3 wins and 21 seasonal starts. 178 starts lifetime, 25 wins.
Final
Has been
call,
very
1
consistent
minute,
the last
1
5.
minute to post.
Been on the board all 5 of its last 5 starts with wins at Wilmington and Marysville. And rounding out the field is Rhonda Patrick driven Lions Ginger Ninja. Rhonda Patrick is also the owner and trainer. Winless on 11 starts, but has been 3rd, 4th, or 5th in each of its last 4 starts at Paulding, Marion, Oak Harbor, and Tiffin. There are 3 horses in this field that have earned more than $250,000 lifetime. As I mentioned earlier, there's 2 13-year-olds, a 9-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 6-year-old. These are the war horses. They come out and compete every week. It's always fun to watch the Lady Driver Series. I like to say no holes are given and no holds are barred when the ladies are on the track. Mike Wokenberg is edging the gate into position. The field of 5 is turning towards the gate as we get set for the Lady Driver Series by Springhaven Farms, the 12th here from the Auglaize County Fair.
They're at the gate. Gates rolling. It's post time. A field of 5. The Springhaven Farms Lady Driving Series, sponsored by Bailiff and Ely Funeral Home. They're all in behind a Mike Wepkenberg starting gate. Here they come. And they're off. First away, Sports Band on the outside. Speaking Out. Far outside is Lions Ginger Ninja. Insane in Spain as the field moves into the turn. Better's Win on the inside as they race to the opening 8. Headed up the backside, going to the opening quarter. And Mandy Jones and Sports Band shows the way. The inside, Speaking Out is second. Lions Ginger Ninja hung on the outside 3rd. Up the inside, Insane in Spain 4th. And the Trader, Better Win. Headed to the opening quarter. Long mile for Lions Ginger Ninja, can't clear. Sports Band who leads the way and takes the field by the quarter in an even 31. And tracking those 2 leaders from 3rd is Speaking Out. Insane in Spain is next and 4th. And trailing the field is Better Win as they come to the top of the stretch. And the Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series, a field of 5. Hung on the outside, Lions Ginger Ninja. Sports Band, the inside, is second. Next and 3rd, Speaking Out 4th, Insane in Spain, and trailing 5th is Better Win. They're halfway home in 59-3. On to the 5/8 they go. Sports Band has the lead and has it by a length as they head up the backside. Speaking Out is second. Lions Ginger Ninja has called it a day. Insane in Spain and Emily Hay scoot up the inside, now 4th, and they'll need some racing room. Better Win trails the field 5th. They're at the 3/4, and Sports Band is trying to take them all the way for Mandy Jones as they move into the far turn. Speaking out third, Insane in Spain. They reach 3/4 in 1:31. They round the far turn. Sports Band the leader on the outside. Speaking out, Insane in Spain is third. They turn for home in the Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series. Sports Band speaking out, Insane in Spain up the inside. They're coming after Sports Band. On the outside, speaking out, Sports Band, Insane in Spain, home third. 2:02, 1/5.
Speaking out, Amy Wingard. And 2:02 and 1 for the 12th race. Unofficially, it went Speaking Out 1, Sports Band 2, Insane in Spain 3, Lions Ginger Ninja 4, and Better Win 5. So this is Speaking Out's 4th win of the season. Inching up on that $10,000 purse, this $10,000 earnings, this year. Let's say, taking a look at the odds. Say it was definitely a race that last 8th. As Amy Wingard, trainer driver of Speaking Out, makes her way
Here's your
into the
winner,
winner's circle.
the 12th, the Springhaven Farm Lady Driving Series. Number 4, Speaking Out, the 9-year-old Bay Go to the Sun of Better's Delight. Out of the Western Hanover Mare, Red Carpet Queen, Amy Wingard, Worcester, Ohio, owns, trains, and drives the winner. The mile 2:02, 1/5. This race sponsored by Beta Finley Funeral Home. Speaking Out, Amy Wingard take the 2022 Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series here at the Auglaize County Fair. Results are official. Number 1, Sports Band 2. Number 2, Better Win 5. 3, Insane in Spain 3. Number 4, Speaking Out, the winner in 5. Lions Ginger Ninja was 4th. The mile 2:02, 1/5. 31 for the quarter, the half 59 and 3/4, 1:31, 2:53, 1:4 on the bottom. 13th and final coming up next. It's up in 10 minutes. Win, play, show, Quinell exacta trifecta. Number 3, Mr. Desoramo, Justa Balanche. Hank Laban will drive the 4. Tariq Sealster, 5 Western's Last Gun will be driven by Austin Hanners. And number 8, Mick Wiz, make the driver Tyler Rush. They'll be out shortly for the 13th and final.
And again, that was the end of your 12th race, the Ladies Driving Series. Always nice to give a special highlight to all the women in our industry. Thank you, Springhaven Farms, for always sponsoring that. Head into our 13th and final race of the evening here at Auglaize County Fair. The Moonwalk Pace, going for a purse of $3,500. We have a field of 8. And also, so this track only scores 6 wide, so the 7 and 8 horses will be starting from the 2nd tier. That's always something to consider. We have a field of 8, and actually, it is my mom has her last horse in this evening, Rose Ranilicious. And so we will introduce you to all of these horses in the 13th after a couple messages.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the partial futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
Athletes, they come in all shapes and sizes. They catch, they leap, they run. Some athletes even come with 4 legs and paws and hooves. When these beloved family members need care, remember the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio State experts wrote the book on exceptional animal care and know how to get our best friends back on their feet. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding facility that specializes in stallion management. Cool Winds Farm stands the popular Dancing Yankee, whose first crop hit the ground this year and are great-looking individuals. Cool Winds is also standing Rockin' Amadeus, sire of world champion Ocean Rock. Be sure to inspect the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on September 17th.
Perfect timing.
I'm
Here's
winded.
Jay.
My earpiece fell off my headset, so I was trying to put it back on. I said, that's the hardest thing I've done in 3 days.
Not counting the 28 steps one way.
28 steps one way if you're counting at home. And there's
We are
13
counting.
races times 2, so 26, 28 times 20. That's a lot of steps.
Yeah, just know it's a lot. It's a lot, and they're steep. They're steep.
The ladies put on a great show every time they go out on the track.
They really do.
It's I told somebody they wouldn't give a hold to their mother. they would park their own mother to the corner. So, it's always fun to watch. This race will be very exciting. This is the Signature Series pace, the Moonwalk pace, in honor of Wapakoneta's native son, Neil Armstrong. Got a nice little museum right off of I-75 if you're looking for something to do on a cold winter weekend. Go visit the museum here in Wapakoneta, because if it's the summertime, you should be at a racetrack near you.
True.
A bulky field of 8 will go postward. We score 6 across here at Wapakoneta, so we'll have a pair of trailers. TG Gin Gold and McWiz will be starting from the second tier.
And it looks like we are trying to get together for a post parade. We're gonna probably roll through. Oh, just kidding.
We have
Just
one
kidding.
in the far turn.
Horses on the track, 13th and final. Signature Series Moonwalk pace for $3,500. Sponsored by Triple R Fire of Walpock, St. Mary's, and Salina. A field of 8. Note the 7, TD Gold, and 8 McWiz will score off the second tier. Number 1 is Rockin' Randy V. The driver is Case Bateson. Number 2 is Dirty Steve. Alex Hawk to drive. Justin Belange drives the 3. Mr. DeSama. 4, Tariq Sealster. Hank LeMan. Austin Enders driving the 5. Western's Last Gun. Here's the 6, Rose Run Ulysses with Richard Dingeldine. 7, T-Dig Gold. Jeff Nicehonger at number 8. McWiz. Tyler Rush in the sulky. Win, play, show. Quinnell Exact trifecta wagering. They'll be at the gate in just 3 minutes. 3 minutes to post time.
I'm trying to get a head start because we have 8.
I know.
Well, I'm going to do 7. I'm going to let someone else do the 6. Number 1 is Rockin' Randy V. Case Bateson, who picked up his first career win at Washington Courthouse last time out. Case Bateson is the co-owner with his father, Steve Bateson, who is the board president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. Jeff Brewer trains. This horse has a mark of 152 and 3 at Miami Valley, as I mentioned. Case Bateson picked up his first career win with Rockin' Randy V last start, and an impressive second-place finish at Ottawa up at the Putnam County Fair on June 23rd. Number 2 is Dirty Steve, Alex Hawk for the Rose. Mark and Matt. Mark's the trainer, Matt's the owner. This horse has a first and second, last 2 starts.
Final chance to wager here to 2021 Auglaize County
in a
Fair.
second place at Eaton.
You have less than 2 minutes to get those wagers in. Less than 2. Don't be shut out. Get them in.
Mr. DeSoma is the 3rd horse, trained by Anthony Price for James Dutton of Lima. Has a second place finish by a neck 2 back. Is raced exclusively at Northfield Park in his last 6. Tarug Sealster, Philip Groves trains, co-owns with Myron Coister. Jeff Nicesonger will pick up his last drive of the Auglaize County Fair. Number 5 is Western's Last Gun. Western's Last Gun and Rockin' Randy V have had some good battles here recently, and I would expect that to continue here tonight. Number 6, Ashley, I'm going to let 6.
So we'll try to go super fast. I do have a pretty cool story with him, but it looks like we're
oh, give us the cool story. I can do 7 and 8 real fast.
So this horse races out of our field at home. He does not spend a lot of his time in our barn. He, for the most part, so I, again, used to barrel race, and I have an old horse that I won a couple state titles on. He is 24, and Rose Renulicious, that is his best friend. So they hang out every single day in our field together, and he comes in maybe, sometimes not at all. During the week, he'll race right out of the field, or he jogs maybe once or twice. And so that's how we like to keep him sound. But has, I think it's a toss-up for any of these horses, but if you want to continue on with the 7 and 8.
T. Deegan Gold, Jeff Nicesonger will drive this one since he trains it. 26 and 4 first quarter last start. Just took enough starch out of him to finish second by a length at Northfield Park to timed in 1:52. Rounding out the field is McWiz. Winner, his last start, his only win of the season on July 28th at Souda Downs. Non-winners of 2000 last fort. Comes in off a win. We have 6 horses in this field of the 8 that have $100,000 or more in career earnings. The fastest of the field is number 3, Mr. DeSoma, with a career mark as a 6-year-old this season. 150-3 at Miami Valley.
I think this is going to be a good one.
This should be exciting.
Listen, I've been talking all night. Are we going to get close to that track record?
56 flat, I believe.
Yes, in the pace, yes. Yeah. I said earlier I was saying 59 because that was a trot, but I wasn't correlating what was out there.
That mark was tied yesterday.
Yes, it was by a 2-year-old. I think, I'm excited to see this one, especially, I got to have a favorite. Right? That 6 horse. And,
yeah.
So this one, Rose Renulicious.
17-1 if you hurry now.
I know, right? He was one of the only horses of color that we've ever had in our barn. My dad was, like most trainers, right? Very superstitious about always having those grays and those reds, but he has produced so well for us. And actually, this horse was a 2-year-old when my father passed away. And so it's one of the last really good horses that he was able to sit behind and produce. And so he holds a very special
place in yours.
Place in our heart. He's marked our lives, and that's why my mom owns 100% of him, and that's her baby, right? That's why he races out of the field.
We have a field of 8 going postward for the 13th, the final, from Wapakoneta. Doug Ballinger with the call.
Signature Series 3,500 to Moonwalk Pace, sponsored by Triple R Tire. Locations in Wapakoneta, St. Mary's, and Salina. 6 on gate with 2 trailers. They're all in behind the Mike Wapkenberg starting gate. Here they come. And they're off and pacing, Rockin' Randy V out for the lead. Dirty Steve on the outside comes out in second. Rose Renulicious to the inside. They race around the turn, racing on the inside. Mr. Sama around the turn, the outside. Tarek Sealster down the backside they go. T. Digging Gold up the backside. On the outside, that's Western's Last Gun. Up the backside, McWiz on the inside. Going on over to the opening quarter. By the quarter as they race into the turn. Rockin' Randy V, 28 3/5. Round the turn, out and on the move on the outside. They race over to the 3/8 mark. Mr. DeSama now second and moving up, moving on the outside. T-Dig and Gold also on the move on the outside is Turek Seelster. They're 3 wide as they come to the half and leading away. Rockin' Randy V on the outside. Mr. DeSama, Dirty Steve the inside. The outside, Turek Seelster picking up the cover, stacked up third over. T-Dig and Gold. McWiz to the inside. Western's Last Gun as they head up the backside. Run Ulysses, 57 3. They're on their way to 3/4 and leading away. Rockin' Randy V. He might be tough to catch. He leads it by 5, 6, 7. He's saying, catch me if you can. Into the far turn, Rockin' Randy V has the lead on the outside as he races around the turn. Racing second, that is Turek Seelster. 3/4 and 1, 27. They come to the top of the stretch. Rockin' Randy V, the leader. T-Dig and Gold on the outside. Turek Seelster and down the stretch they come in a moonwalk pace. Rockin' Randy V, the leader. Turek Seelster coming at him on the outside. Coming to the line. Rockin' Randy V.
Rockin'
157, Rockin' Randy V and Case Bateson.
157 flat. So we were approaching that 156 and 1. And that goes to trainer Jason Brewer with Kate Bateson for his second win, lifetime win as a driver. With Rockin' Randy V in 57. And again, unofficially, we have the 4-horse, Turek Seelster, second, and Rose Run Ulysses third. And I'm not sure if Dad Steve Bateson is here. I haven't seen him on the grandstand side, but maybe he's in the barns. But hopefully, if not, he's at least tuning in to our broadcast this evening and was able to watch. I think it's always so funny. I used to make fun of my mom, actually, because every race we went out, it didn't matter if it was a fair, it didn't matter if it was Scioto, any raceway, she got so nervous. It could have been an overnight, it could have been a sire stake. She got so nervous, so worked up. Every race we had anything in, and I should never have opened my mouth as a child because I do. Now I do. Doesn't matter. Every horse, we've had 4 in this evening, and you get all kinds of worked up. All kinds of worked up. That kind of comes with the territory, right, of wanting to make that winner's circle. And excuse me, Case Bateson is making his way for the final picture of the night. The 13th goes to Rockin' Randy B in 57.
Here's your winner, the 13th, the Moonwalk Pace Signature Series, sponsored by Triple R Tire. Here's the one, Rockin' Randy V. 5-year-old bay go to the side of Pet Rock, out of the field and Frisky Mare. Meadowland Riley, Steve Bateson, Case Bateson owned, Jason Brewer trains. Case Bateson in the sulky, the mile 157. 3/4 of 28 and 3, 57 and 3. 127. Blanket by Triple R Tire. Goes to the one. Rockin' Randy V and Case Bateson as they take the Moonwalk Pace.
And we will wait for Doug to give us the official. from top down.
Results are official. Number 1, Rockin' Randy V, the winner. 2 Dirty Steve 7, 3 Mr. Sama 8. Number 4, Turig Sealster 2. 5 Westerns Last Gun 4. Number 6, Rose Run Ulysses 3. 7 T Deegan Gold 5. Number 8, McWiz 6. 157. 178. 2, 4, 3, 5, 6 on the bottom. That concludes the 2021 harness racing program at the Auglaize County Fair.
We made it.
We're back.
We made it. That is 13 races this evening at the Auglaize County Fair.
We got off light. There was 15 yesterday.
I know. We actually, they've been running them really fast. Our 15th race went off at 10:02 last night, and it is just before 10.
You can't say winning isn't exciting because Mr. Bateson had the biggest smile on his face.
I bet.
I asked him if he was a better driver than his dad. He just laughed.
But yeah.
So 2 career wins. I can't believe you went off 8-1. Paid $19 to win. Watching Mr. Bateson as I have for his young career, he will be on top at some point in the race. He will go out there as hard as he have to get the lead. So congratulations to the Bateson family.
Off to a great start.
And the trainer, Jason Brewer.
Say thank you for joining us this evening.
Well, no, I need to thank you, Ashley, because you were just going to run the Racing with the Stars tent. And we got a call this morning from Susan Schroeder, and I think Susan recruited you at the last minute, so thank you very much. And I hope you and I can work a few more fairs together. Good luck at Athens.
I appreciate that, yeah.
Enjoy the trip down to God's country, as my aunt and uncle used to say.
I think it's my first time going down there for the fair, so.
Great 2 days of racing here at the Auglaize County Fair. Jeff Nicesonger was your runaway leader for leading driver. He had 6 wins today, 3 yesterday for 9. Ronnie Gillespie had 3 yesterday and did not race here today. They equaled the trotting track record yesterday with Windsong Patriot, a 2-year-old, you said. 1:59.1. So we invite everyone to follow the racing action tomorrow from Xenia, Ohio. Saturday, we will have action from Scioto Downs, the final day of the Ohio State Fair Stakes. So that will be some great action.
They will also be posting from Athens at noon.
Yep. So we got a double header on Saturday. We got a noon, and then the first first state fair race will be at 2 o'clock. Or I'm sorry, the second race. So first post 6:15. So we'll probably go on the air around 6:30. I'm sure Frank Froz will get a press release out about that. But on behalf of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, thank you, Tim from Trot and Pace Marketing, Ashley Daly, and Jay Wolf saying thank you for watching.
Have a great evening.
Have a good night, everyone.
This has been Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is brought to you by thestable.ca, the Ohio State University Veterinary Medical Center, Midland Acres, Cool Winds Farm, and Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Ohio County Fair Racing is a presentation of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.